If you want to know how I made this beautiful cauliflower baked macaroni and cheese, well, you know what to do. Because your girl not playing in the kitchen. We about to set it off today. Shalom Juice Gang family, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be whipping up one of my favorite things to eat, and that is baked macaroni and cheese, but we're using cauliflower instead. And if you're in a low carb journey like me, then this is the perfect recipe for you. You're gonna love it. So let's go ahead and get started and stop wasting time, because I'm hungry and I'm ready to eat. Okay, so I have my pot with only water in it. And to this water, I'm going to add in some sea salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt. You can use whatever salt of your choice, but that's what I like to use in my house. And all I'm going to do is continue to let this come to a boil on a medium to high heat. Once it comes to a boil, we'll add the cauliflower. So I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're going to clean the cauliflower and cut it up, and then add it to the water. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So here's the cauliflower, and I'm gonna be honest with you all, I was a little disappointed in this cauliflower because, as you can see, you know, it's not the prettiest, and I picked out the best one they had at my produce store. And ever since the pandemic, it seems like I cannot find good quality vegetables anymore. If this is happening to you in your area, leave a comment down below and let me know. But no one is going to see this or notice this. I am going to trim off whatever needs to be cleaned off, so I'm not really too, worried about it, but I don't know what's happening. So we're just going to slice it down the middle. And once we slice it down the middle, we are going to get this, heart out from the middle. And I want to be very clear on this. Do not, I repeat, do not cut your cauliflower up into tiny little pieces. And I notice a lot of people do that. Don't do that. We want them to stay nice and whole like this. And I'm going to explain later why in the video. Well, I guess I can tell you now. We don't want it to turn into mush. We're dealing with cauliflower here. So this big piece that we have right here, we can, split this in half. And then split it down the middle like that. And we have little nice florets, nice little pieces here. And we're going to split this down the middle. But do not, I repeat, chop it up into pieces. And the stems, do not cut the stems off into tiny little pieces. I notice a lot of people, they do that too. Remember, this isn't pasta. This is cauliflower. So we have to treat it as if it was pasta. And any little pieces that crumble off like this, don't even worry about that. We want this cauliflower to have as much texture as possible, so we can, get that feel of, noodles. So I'm just going to continue to cut this. I'm only going to show you half. This other half, I'm going to, get it together and chop it up into pieces like this off camera, because I don't want to waste too much time here. So as you can see, this is what we want. This is looking good. We want it like this. Okay, so here's the heart. I removed it, and then this is what we have. Now I'm going to continue on, getting them together, clean it, and then we're going to put it in a pot and cook it. So our water is boiling, and now it's time to add in our clean and cut cauliflower to the water. And we're going to let this boil for about 5 minutes until it's tender. Now, we don't want to overcook it. Please do not overcook it. So about 5 to 7 minutes should be good enough. And the reason why we want the water to come to a boil first, because again, we do not want the cauliflower to become mushy. It still has to go through the process of it cooking inside of the oven, which is going to be more of a cooking process. So that's it. All our cauliflower is in the pot. We're going to let this boil for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're going to get on to the best part, adding the cheese And let's go ahead now, while this is boiling, we're gonna make our cheese sauce. Okay, it's time to start this beautiful cheese sauce, okay? The secret weapon to every baked macaroni and cheese. If you don't know nothing about a cheese sauce, you gonna find out and learn today, baby. This is gonna be so good. So to my pot, I am adding in some room temperature butter. Grass-fed Kerrygold butter is what I like to use. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my flour. I have here about 1 to 2 tablespoons, and we're going to slowly add this in so that way we can cook that flour flavor out just for a little bit. Don't want to burn it. You want to let it cook for like 1 to 2 minutes. And just slowly go back and forth and let that cook. And you can really smell that Kerrygold butter. I really love using Kerrygold butter. This is the good stuff. So now we're going to slowly add in our heavy cream. I'm using heavy whipping cream because this is low carb. Now some people like to use evaporated milk. If that's something you like to use, or whatever milk of your choice, you can use it. But we're trying to keep this low carb and keto friendly. So we're going to just slowly add that in. And I am so excited about this. I can't wait to dig into this. It's going to be so good. It's been a while since I had some baked macaroni and cheese. And just look how it's starting to thicken up already from that flour. Okay? So let's continue to add that in. This is just beautiful. So beautiful. All right. So all of our cream is in. And then I'm going to add to this just a little bit of sea salt, because don't want it too salty because we already salted our cauliflower. I have black pepper and smoked paprika. Now this is what I like to use. And it just, oh my God, it gives off so much flavor to, wait a minute, I didn't get all the salt in there. There we go. It gives off so much flavor to this cheese sauce. And because we're not using pasta, we want to really give off those flavors. And you're just going to stir it in so it all can blend well into this beautiful cream that we have right here. So now we're going to start adding in our cheese, and I'm using shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Now you can use Cracker Barrel. Some people like to use Velveeta. Use what you love in your baked macaroni and cheese, okay? But I'm using extra sharp cheddar for my cheese sauce. Ooh, look at that. It's already starting to thicken up something beautiful. Oh yeah, and I'm loving my new pots. I brought a 15-piece pot set, and oh my God, I love it. I am so glad that I got this pot set. It is like the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is coming along. Keep it on a nice low heat because you don't want to burn your cheese. Look at that. Don't want to burn the cheese sauce. Y'all see that? Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So I have it on low, and I'm going to add in just a little more, and that's it. And this is just, it's already ready to go. Look how beautiful and thick that is. Oh my gosh. This is how I like mine. So if you want yours a little more on the thinner side, which I wouldn't recommend because we want it nice and cheesy, you can just add a little more cream to it. So this is done. I'm going to turn this off. And now we're going to, get ready for the next step. Okay, so I have here 2 eggs. I have here curd, small curd, okay? And then I have here ricotta cheese. This is another one of my secret weapons to the best baked macaroni and cheese. So we're going to whisk this. We're going to whisk this. We are going to whisk this up. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. Don't laugh at me, y'all. And then we are going to add this to our curd and ricotta. Uh-oh, it looks like it's going to overflow, but I'm going to take my time and stir this in. Okay, and while this is stirring in, everything is ready to go. We just have to combine everything and place it in the oven. I have my temperature on my oven at 375, 400, already preheated and ready to go. So we're going to take this mixture and we're going to add it to our cauliflower. So I'm going to continue mixing this in and we're going to add it to the cauliflower. Okay, so here it is, all mixed in. And now I have here my baking dish and we're just going to pour this in here. Okay, it's all in there. And we're going to get the cheese sauce. Let me get my spoon too that I use to mix this mixture up. Okay. This is looking really good. Okay. Now let's get that beautiful cheese sauce. Give me a minute. And we're going to start to pour it over the cauliflower. Oh my goodness. OMG. Look at that. I'm going to make sure we get it all down in there. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to try this. Oh man. This is going to be so good. I promise you. When you make this, you're going to be like, Juice Game, this is the bomb. And again, if you don't like cauliflower and you want to use regular pasta, trust me, you can use it. Because remember, this is that good old famous recipe of mine that I use every time to take to family gatherings. But I don't use cauliflower because, of course, people want the pasta. They're not, on a low-carb diet like me. So anyway, everything is all in there now, and now it's time to add our cheese. So I have here some mozzarella, some more sharp cheddar, and we're just going to get it all on the top here. And it's going to look nice because now we have that beautiful white on the top. And we're just going to even it out. Just like that. Make sure we get it all in there and all on the corners and everything. Yes. This is looking so good. And then I'm going to add to the top some smoked paprika to give us some color on the top. Now you can stop here if you want, but I'm all about color and making things look beautiful. And I'm going to add in some parsley to the top. And this parsley is not going to take away from the flavors. It's just going to make it look cute and add some color. Trust me on this, it's going to be amazing. So now we're going to take some aluminum foil and cover the lid. Well, cover the pan for about 15 minutes. So we're going to cook this for 30 to 45 minutes. For the first 15 minutes, we're going to wrap aluminum foil over it. And then we're going to remove the aluminum foil and let it cook the rest of the way without it so it can get nice and crispy on the top. So we're going to put this in the oven, and when it's all done, you'll be able to see how beautiful it looks. So it's all done. Here is the finishing product, fresh out of the oven. Just look at that. Oh my God, those beautiful burnt ends is my favorite. And this is cauliflower. Cauliflower. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so delicious. So I'm going to let this cool off for about 5-10 minutes. I should let it cool off a little longer than that, but for the sake of this video, I want to taste it and let you all see. And I hope when you all try this that you really like it. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts on this. Oh my gosh. Time to dig in. Okay. So now we're about to cut into it. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to cut into it, but I normally would not do this. I will let it rest for a little bit. So I'm just going to cut out a little corner. Just a little piece. Oh my gosh. And I mean, this is really cheesy. Sorry about me hitting the bottom of the glass like that. Oh my gosh. Now remember, this is cauliflower, and I only boiled it for about 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. And yeah, you want to take your time with it. Now I do have my spatula, but there's no need for me to use that if I didn't let it rest for a little bit. And I know for a fact my fork can pull this out. Woo! Look at that. My fork pulled this out perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. And this is cauliflower. Do you see that? I keep telling y'all, man. You can do this and enjoy food. Oh my God. Let me get a little close up. Oh man. So I'm going to sit that in there, and we're going to give this a taste test and see if it's really good. Okay, so now we have to try it. But if you made it to the end of this video, you are the real MVP. Seriously. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give it a taste. I'm super excited about this because I haven't had baked macaroni and cheese in a long time. Okay? Look at this nice piece. I don't know if y'all can see that smoke action, but it's there. It's there. Oh my goodness. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. This is so good. And I'm not even saying it because I made it. It's so creamy and cheesy, and you can actually taste that smoked paprika. Some people don't like that smoked paprika, but I love it. It tastes so good. I gotta go in for another spoon, y'all. I really do. Oh my goodness. I'm not trying to tease y'all, but this is the bomb. And even if you decide to swap out the cauliflower for regular pasta, hey, do what you gotta do. You are going to love it. And give me your feedback down below in the description box, because I'm curious to what you gotta say. I gotta go in for one more, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. This is so good. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm gonna eat the rest of that off camera, okay? But if you all try this and you love it, I'm really curious for your feedback. So with that being said, if you like seeing videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up because it helps support my channel. And not only does it help support my channel, you giving this video a thumbs up let YouTube know that you love this content. And it would allow for YouTube to play these videos in other people's feeds so they can see who Juice Game is. And hey, they might want to be a part of the Juice Game family too. And if you do want to be a part of the Juice Game family, well, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. It's for free. And it would mean the world to me if you did. So with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Shalom.